It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, welcome to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso only on SABC3. Now, with a recession in the midst, making some extra cash is at the forefront of everyone's mind at the moment. And it's actually easier than you think if you know exactly where to look. And that could start right at home. Now, you could be sitting on a mini gold mine thinking it has no value. So this morning, Head of Marketing for Gumtree SA, Claire, is in studio to tell you everything you need to know about how to make Gumtree work for you. Claire, lovely to have you back in studio.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here.
Yeah, man. Look, I've been actually using Gumtree quite a bit. I just was saying around, I've sold my bakkie on Gumtree. It was such a nice experience as well. But you know what? This is the thing when it comes to selling goods, especially on a site, like Gumtree. You might be thinking that, what you're trying to sell, what you have at home is rubbish, but it could mean a lot to somebody else.
Absolutely. We have over 5 million visitors to the site every month. We're one of the largest sites in the country. And it's such a broad cross-section of South Africans that are visiting that really one man's treasure or one man's rubbish certainly is another man's treasure. There's really a market for absolutely everything. I often use cars. You brought it up as an example. We've got hundreds or thousands of great entry-level cars. We've got starter cars for young professionals. But then at the top end of the scale, I was looking yesterday, there's a 4.5 million rand Bentley on the site as well. So, it just demonstrates
the range,
the full range and breadth on the site.
I love it. Now, when it comes to posting an ad, timing is everything. Is there a specific posting pattern that you should be following in your mind to make or to create a successful ad as to, especially when you need to post it? Is it morning, midday, night?
Certainly this time of year. This is classified season. People are getting themselves sorted for the year. They're wanting to get everything in shape. They're spring cleaning. They're getting everything they need for the kids to go back to school. So we find that the first 3 months, if you haven't posted on Gumtree before, this is the right time to be doing it. And then in terms of the time of week, our biggest traffic days tend to be Mondays and Tuesdays. So you want your ad to be prominent on those days. And so we recommend posting over the weekend or on a Monday evening after work, but that's a really good time to get your ad up.
Now, you know what you mentioned, there's such a wide range. You can literally find anything on this site. 30,000 new ads every day. How do you go about creating an ad that stands out? You want to make sure that whatever you're selling is seen by, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, so firstly, the basics. You've got to get good photos, make sure that they're well-taken photographs, good quality. They don't have to be professional, but just well-lit so the buyer can see your item. Always have a good description so the buyer knows exactly what they're getting. I recently sold a baby gate, and the critical thing is knowing what's the doorway size that the gate will fit. You need to give that kind of detail. Opportunity to be a little bit creative, add adjectives into your subject, into your title. And then, of course, there are other ways, which are the promoted ways through the site. So you can bump your ad up, you can highlight it, you can mark it as urgent. And we've got so much research and data that demonstrates that those features really enable sellers to sell that much faster.
Definitely. I think at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the right information is conveyed. Doesn't matter how creative you get. Now, just quickly before we finish up this morning, what are some of your tips just to, stay safe for sellers and buyers?
Absolutely. So it's really important to, when you're trading on Gumtree, to be considered. You need to approach with consideration. From a selling point of view, we always recommend that you make sure that the money for your item has cleared into your account before you let it go. That's really very important. There do happen instances of fraudulent proof of purchase SMS and emails being sent through. You need to make sure that the money is cleared. I
think that's the foremost.
And then from a buying point of view, firstly, if it's too good to be true, it is not true. People do unusual things when they think there's a great deal. And then secondly, don't put a deposit down on a rental apartment or on a vehicle that you haven't viewed. Make sure that you confirm the ownership and that you actually view the item. If it's a great deal and they rush you into putting down a deposit, you might find that the object actually isn't there for sale.
Claire, thank you so much. And we follow these tips, you'll be safe when it comes to the online world. Now, definitely a platform for quality, value, and success. So next time you have something you think somebody else might need, or if you are ready to purchase the holy grail of your selection, make sure you go where you know and you will find a great value and quality. So do you have maybe old lamps, textbooks, beds, couches, or any other unwanted items laying around and I'm not sure what the value is? You can, of course, share a snap of the thing that you were looking for to sell on the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page, and with the hashtag, of course, hashtag Gumtree it, and our experts, Apple and UI, might help you value the item, and then you can go about making that successful sale. Stick around with us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right now. Let's log on to social media.
Success. It's as easy as
Gumtree.